These days, it's more important than ever to really know what's in the food that you're putting into your body. In this video, I'll show you how to make a delicious pork breakfast sausage from scratch. Hi, I'm Tara the Foodie, and I take the mystery out of cooking for you. We'll start by grinding fresh pork, then mix it with the perfect blend of seasonings to create that classic sausage flavor. And if you watch until the end of this video, I'll show you a mouth-watering serving suggestion that is a breakfast sandwich with our homemade sausage, egg, cheese, peppers, and onions. So delicious. Now let's get cooking. And I have some awesome news to share with you, my viewers. I've been selected...
Cue the music.
What?
Cue the music. Ba-ba-ba, the celebratory bit.
I've been selected to compete in the Favorite Chef competition this year. And as you can see, I'm doing pretty well so far. So I really want to keep up this momentum, and the way that I can win $25,000, the cover of Taste of Home magazine, and a spread in the magazine, and a cooking experience with the one and only Chef Carla Hall. It's from your votes, and you guys have been voting for me every day. Voting is on now until July 25th, and there are several rounds that I need to get through, so I can do it only with your help. So click this link, and you can vote for me every single day. You can also vote for me several times a day if you would like to make a donation vote, and that money goes to the James Beard Foundation. Thank you so much for your support. So I am standing here with a lovely big old hunk of meat, and this recipe is just about the easiest thing in the world to make. If you have a meat grinder, you do need a meat grinder for this, or you just buy your pork ground already, which is obviously very doable. So for this recipe, you will need 2 pounds of ground pork. This is a little over 5 pounds. I'm gonna go ahead and just grind it all up. I'll use the other ground pork for whatever else, but I'll use the 2 pounds for this recipe. So the first thing you wanna do when you're grinding your own meat is cut the meat into portions so that you can easily feed it down into the meat grinder. So I am just going to start cutting this meat into kind of like strips. This is a pork butt, AKA a pork shoulder, and you'll see it's got lots of nice marbling, which is the fat that goes through the meat. You want this just anytime you're making burgers or using meat in any way, because fat does mean flavor, but especially for sausage, because, think about when you're eating some good sausage. It's got that fatty, kind of juicy taste to it. So you want to make sure that you've got enough fat in your meat to make a delicious, satisfying breakfast sausage. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this on, and we are going to play some lovely music for you from one of our friends. Whose music should we play during this part?
Austin.
Austin?
Yeah, let's do Austin.
All right.
Austin Hamilton.
Okay, so we will, because Austin just got signed to his first contract, and this will be the first of many other contracts that he's gonna have in his lifetime, because he's so talented. Anyway, enjoy some music from Austin Hamilton while I grind up this meat.
She told me put my feet up 'cause I'm already home. I said 1,000 times I wouldn't be there for long. I know you wanna be with me, but it's moving so fast. But girl, I got a reason, 'cause I want this to last. It's not that I don't want time with you, time.
That my pork is ground, I'm gonna go ahead and use my favorite kitchen scale, and you have to have a scale in your kitchen because of times like this. When you're grinding meat, you're probably gonna want to make them into burger patties or sausage patties, and you're probably gonna want them to be uniform and the same weight. So I really like to be able to weigh my food for those types of situations. And I have a link down in the description for Shop My Favorite Things. And in that area, you will see a link to a kitchen scale that you can get for yourself if you don't yet have one. So now I'm going to grab some of this glorious looking ground pork with just the right amount of fat in it. And I am looking for 2 pounds. Okay, that's 2 pounds. I'll do something else with this later on. All right, so now that I have my 2 pounds of ground pork measured out, it's time to mix up the seasonings. So here I have 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, boop, 2 teaspoons of dried sage, 2 teaspoons of kosher salt, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, 1/4 teaspoon of oregano, 1/4 teaspoon of red pepper flake, and just a pinch of ground clove.
What do you think a pinch is?
Then just grab a spoon. God, Jesus Christ. Attempt to grab a spoon calmly and mix up your seasonings. So once you have mixed up your seasonings, you just want to add it to your pork and then mix it up. You want to make sure to really thoroughly mix your meat and your seasonings together, because this is, you know, pretty heavily seasoned, but you don't want like one spot of your meat to just have all of the seasoning and then the rest of it just be like, you know, it's okay. So you really, you know, eyeball it, get in there, get those seasonings all mixed through your meat. What I like to do, my favorite thing, is to sniff it, because it's gonna smell just like breakfast sausage. Oh, it smells just like the breakfast sausage that you buy in the store, but you just made it yourself. And so now, the only thing left to do is form these into patties if you want them to be in patty form. So I'm gonna make this mixture into 8 patties. I like to do 4 ounces for my burger patties in general, and you know, I think it'll be perfect for sausage patties, especially since I'm gonna be making it into a breakfast sandwich. So you want a nice big sausage patties. And I just roll it around in my hand first, give it a nice spank. Spanking. And then just press it down into a patty. It does not have to be perfect. And place it down onto the plate of your choice. And I'm going to make 7 more of those now.
But girl, I got a reason, 'cause I want this to last. It's not that I don't want time with you, time with you, time with you, time with you, yeah.
So I've got my homemade pork breakfast sausage formed into patties, and now it's time to fry them up. So I'm gonna go ahead and fry up these pork breakfast sausage patties in a hot cast iron pan. I have it over, I just knocked it down to medium, but I had it on a high heat, and I just added a little bit of olive oil just to kind of lube up the pan. And now I'm gonna add my patties. I want to get a nice crust on these. You want the internal temperature of your pork breakfast sausage patties to be 160 degrees or more for it to be safe to eat. So I have set these finished pork breakfast sausage patties aside on a plate, and I'm going to fry up the rest now.
Well, it's not that I don't want time with you, time with you, time.
All right, so after you are done cooking up your homemade breakfast sausage, go ahead and add a pat of butter to your hot pan. And we can keep it at like a medium-high heat, 'cause it's already screaming hot. And then just chop up some peppers and onions. I've got some red onion and a variety of colors of bell pepper here, and I'm going to add this to my pan. And then just go ahead and saute these up for just a few minutes, just so they're just starting to soften. And this is, this is just a serving suggestion of a great way to use this breakfast sausage. Of course, you can just put a piece of this alongside some fried eggs and be done with it, a slice of toast. But wait till you see this breakfast sandwich that I'm about to put together for you. I'm going to go ahead and hit this with a little bit of salt and pepper, just for that added flavor and to wake up the natural flavors of the peppers and onions. Now I'm going to grab a little more butter, another pat of butter or so, add it to my hot pan, and I'm going to crack in 3 eggs to make up 3 breakfast sandwiches. I did crack a yolk there, but honestly, I'm about to crack them on purpose. And that's because when you're making a breakfast sandwich to serve to somebody to actually eat and not get it all over their body, you really don't want to serve it to them with like a runny yolk. Yes, it looks good in pictures and thumbnails, and believe me, I enjoy seeing that on the screen as well. But I'm showing you how to make a breakfast sandwich that you will truly love, that you will actually make it this way at home and not make a mess of things. So go ahead and season your eggs with a little salt and pepper. Once they start to firm up, just kind of cut them into, however many eggs you've got. And as soon as you're able to flip them, just get underneath it and flip them over. There we go. Yeah. Once you flip the eggs, they'll only cook for another like 30 seconds and then they're done. So go ahead and remove them from your pan and just place them on a plate beside you. I'm going to put in yet another pat of butter because this is going to be a delicious sandwich. Put that in there. Now we're going to toast our buns. And just go ahead and I'm going to grab the bottoms of the buns right now. Put them in the hot pan. Just let them toast up. Ooh, see that? You got your bread all nice and toasty. So go ahead and put that on your plate. And then just pop the tops in there, soaking up the last little bit of butter that you have in the pan to toast them. And now it's time to build our breakfast sandwich. Go ahead and lay down your bottom bun and then grab a homemade pork breakfast sausage patty. Place it down on your bun. Add a slice of white American cheese. This is actually like an Italian blend of white American cheese or any cheese that you would like to use. Then you've got your nice, delicious, cooked peppers and onions here that's seasoned with salt and pepper. And just get a nice spoonful and put on top of the cheese. Then add your egg on top. And top it with the top of your bun. And now you've made the best breakfast sandwich of your life. Well, it's my favorite time of every episode, time to taste. All right, I am digging in to this delicious breakfast sandwich. I'm going in. Oh my goodness. That is perfect. It's a mess, but it is a delicious mess. It is the perfect use of your homemade breakfast sausage to put it into a delicious breakfast sandwich and serve it to your family. Honestly, you can do so much with this breakfast sausage. It doesn't have to be for a breakfast meal. You can crumble it up and, I don't know, throw it in with some rice. You could put it in with egg noodles and make sort of a meal that way. There's so many variations of things. So I hope that you decide to make this homemade pork breakfast sausage. It is a home run, and as you could see, very easy to make. I'm Tara the Foodie, taking the mystery out of cooking for you, and I will see you next time. All right. What was that?
What's going on in there?
I'm serious.
Is that your belly?
No! Romper off.
Romper off.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Okay, so, oh my God.
Are you listening to me?
Yeah. Have you want to talk?
No.
No?
No.
You don't have anything to say?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Just when you're ready to talk.
Yeah, then
I'll
you'll
talk.
say something?
Mhm.
You know, that's fun. I like
Yeah.
that. And now you've made the bread. Oh, I gotta wait. I'm not camera ready. I know, I take like an hour and a half to get camera ready. It's bullshit. Okay. Out of my shot, get out of my shot.